Welcome to the epic state of Utah. On today's adventure, I'm going to be exploring Natural Bridges National Monument. This park has the densest collection of gigantic natural bridges you're probably ever going to find, and you can hike to the bottom of them. In fact, I'm going to be threading the needles. If you want to find out what that means, you're going to have to come with me. Let's go check this out. I got the mask on. I gotta go pay my entry fee really quick. See if I can get a new National Parks pass here. I'm not sure if they're selling them right now. I think mine's expired. But yeah, we'll see if the visitor center is also open. I know there's a ranger out front there, so maybe they're taking payment up front and not letting people in, but let's go find out. All right, so I got a lot of good information and maps. The gentleman there, the ranger, was saying that the visitor center is technically closed, but the gift shop is open, so I'm walking over to the gift shop now. No entry fee because they're not offering full services right now. The campground's closed, for example, so they're not charging entry. So this is the gift shop portion at Natural Bridges. Like I said, I think all of the displays are closed right now. There are some really cool posters for sale. That one's $30. Oh, I like that one a lot. $15. A lot of books. Really cool t-shirts. All right, so I'm in my car and I'm heading to the first of three natural bridges here. The three that really make this park what it is. I think the first one is called Sipapu Natural Bridge, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Basically, each bridge, I believe, has an overlook and maybe day use area if you want to do the touristy thing and just kind of see it from high up above. Also, you can hike down to each one, which is what we're going to be doing. You could do an individual trail at each parking lot down to each one and come back up, or there's like a really long trail you could do that does all of them. I'm gonna probably opt to do the down and ups today. So this is the first overlook, looking over Sipapu Bridge. Got a nice little paved path that we're following down. You can see this deep canyon here that we're gonna be going down inside here shortly. So I need to find the trail to get down there. That's the first of three bridges, Sipapu Bridge. All right, so I drove across from the overlook over there. You probably can't see it right across the way there, but I'm at the Sipapu Bridge trailhead. So we're gonna be hiking down, deep down in there here. I'm just gonna get some water together, some food, snacks, and I'm gonna hit it. All right, I hiked down a ways. We're gonna peek over the abyss here, the vertiginous abyss. And boy, that is almost straight down. That is straight down for all intents and purposes. That's instant death. The tingling in the back of my neck is starting to happen. Yeah, that's no joke. There's a view of the bridge. You can see through it from here. Not the best view, but I'm sure soon we'll be down there before you know it. So I can already tell this one's gonna be fun coming back up, I think. Going down's the easy part, sometimes. So I think I'm gonna be getting a good workout in my legs after today's all said and done, because I have to do this 3 times, I think. I'm also just kind of going with my instinct. I mean, there are no rock cairns or anything on the trail, but like I see stuff like that every once in a while, so I think that's pointing me in the right direction. So hopefully I'm right. I don't know where else I'd go other than straight down. Oh my gosh, look at this. There's actually a ladder, a wooden ladder. So the ladder looks a little sketchy, but it's solid. And you can use those rails, the metal rail and then the wooden thing to kind of turn around and take hold. I thought it was pretty easy. It's not as steep, it's kind of slanted. So this wasn't that bad. It looks scarier than it is, I think is what I'm trying to say. So far, the hike alone is amazing. This is an awesome trail, natural bridge or not. Never got to climb on a ladder before on any adventure I've done. So ladders are cool. Need more ladders. Much more of this hike is in the shade than I thought. Kind of underneath these really gigantic slanting cliffs. The mass that's right above my head. And I'm just a dust mite here, if that. I'm a molecule. And this could just obliterate me in a moment's notice if nature wanted to. I see something interesting up ahead. Are those cliff dwellings? I see stones. Let's go get a closer look. So I see a warning sign about archaeological resources. Warnings and fines, all that stuff. So I'm gonna guess that's the real deal right up there ahead. What do we have here? Looks like a little home. You know, it kind of makes me wonder, were these like single family dwellings or just like temporary residences? Because I don't see any evidence of other ones. It's really just this one right here. Kind of curious. Maybe it was someone's like tent. They had to get away from the village for a while and go relax, and this is where they came. I would do that. And a vulture, I believe, or a hawk. Maybe the spirit of one of the people that lived in this region. Oh, these places make me so nervous. So unfortunately, for those of you that are gonna stick to the top and look at the overlooks, you're gonna get some fantastic views, don't get me wrong, but nothing compares to seeing it from this perspective. This is where you wanna be. All right, now we're off the cliff wall. So I reckon gonna be beaten up by the sun now for a while. Yeah, this part gets a little steep. These stairs there's stairs built in here, but yeah, they are very steep. I have a feeling we're gonna descend very quickly now. Quick elevation check, you can see the bridge. I'm starting to get underneath it now. Still have to descend a little further, but we're almost at the bottom. I'm right underneath the bridge now. Looky there. Oh my gosh, this is very overgrown down here. I hope this isn't poison ivy. According to Hopi mythology, Sipapu means place of emergence. It's a place where spirits may enter another realm. Okay, we've got a lot more hiking to do today. We made it to the bottom of this one. I tell you what I'm gonna do. Since this is a place of emergence, I'm gonna try to walk through the gateway and emerge at the top of the trail and save some time. Let's see if I can pull this off. All right, here we are at Kachina Bridge. I think this one's 1.5 miles long if we just go down and back. All right, I'm making my way down the paved trail here to the overlook. So it looks like you gotta walk a ways to get to the overlook, but the path is beautifully paved, very accessible looking. So as overlooks go, I mean, you see the bridge, but you can't see through it. So not as good as Sipapu overlook, I would say. I mean, it'd be better if you could see through it. There's probably not a way to do it. I'm almost questioning, was I actually looking at the right thing? Pretty sure I was. I mean, the sign is right there in front of you and the thing's straight ahead, so it's gotta be. So let's see here. We're at the trailhead. Let's review this. I mean, according to this, it's only 0.75 miles, so 1.5 miles total. So that's not too bad. All right, officially starting trail number 2 of 3 for the day. I think Sipapu was the deepest canyon here. So I'm thinking I got the hardest one done right up front, which is good, because energy kind of drains as the day goes on. You do get better views of the bridge down here. I'm starting to be able to see through it now. I couldn't from the overlook, but still we gotta get down there to get a better look, I think. All right, a quick elevation check. You can see we're getting closer to the bottom. I think that's a really thick bridge. That's probably why you can't really see through it too well from high up. Looks kind of deep, cave-like. You got a section here with some handrails, just in case. I don't think I need them really, but that's helpful. The sandstone can be tricky sometimes. If you wanted to go to Owachomo Bridge, you could go this way and do 2 in 1, I guess, so you don't have to like hike to the bottom twice. That's 3 miles though. And then Kachina Bridge, it doesn't even tell me the distance. I mean, it's right over there, but we still got a little ways to go. Oh yeah, now I'm really starting to see daylight through the other side. A lot of trees growing down there. Are those cottonwoods? What kind of trees are those? Anyone know? I've seen a lot of those in Utah. Typically growing in washes, and they're very large. And just like Sipapu, I've not seen any hikers on this trail. I guess on Sipapu I did early on, but they never went to the bottom. But yeah, here, nada. All to myself. This park has not been crowded at all. It's a Saturday in August. The weather's beautiful. I want to say the car still said it was in the upper 80s. So even though it feels hotter than that, a really nice breezy day. So the weather's great. I think it is true that people just don't know about this place. On that note, I want to take a quick survey. How many of you watching have heard of this Natural Bridges National Monument before? Did you know it existed? Like I said, I did not when I was researching this trip. I don't know how it escaped me. This place is amazing. It is definitely worthy of being a national park unit. And I'm just curious if any of you have heard of it. And if you haven't, you're welcome. So now it looks like we're just cutting straight down this sandstone. Gotta remember that, because I had trouble coming up Sipapu once I got towards the top and encountered terrain like this because the trail wasn't clear. So when I get to the top of that handrail, you gotta look for these little wooden steps, or else you can get off course pretty easily. I think I'm coming down below the arch. I might be about the same height, maybe a little under the top of that arch, or I guess the bottom of the arch, the ceiling that I'm gonna walk under. The top is way up there, so yeah, I'm way below that now. It's another ladder. What do you know about that? This one's pretty short though. It's only got 4 rungs on it. Actually, here's my methodology for this. I'm just going down forward. I mean, why not? It's probably how it was intended to be. Just holding onto the handrail with the other hand. See, I one-handed that one, guys. So if the fat guy can one-hand that, just imagine what you could do. All right, so I'm at ground level. I'm in this very lush canyon bottom now, this wash. And the bridge is over that way. You can't see it yet. I see a trail. So hopefully we're gonna be there in just a minute or two. Now you can see all these gnarled, twisted limbs caught in the trees over here. You've got some more over there. I'm pretty sure that's evidence of flash flooding. And I've seen that now in a few canyons here in Utah. So you really got to be cognizant of the weather, because if nature can do that to a tree, imagine what it can do to you. I'm just blazing through, trying my best to watch where I step. I assume they have snakes here. All right, this is a pretty substantial pool of water. Remnants of probably the last flood or rainstorm. Very murky and gross. Otherwise, I might be tempted to jump on in there. Oh, it feels so much cooler down here too. It's amazing what a little shade will do on a day like today. So these things are really challenging to film and to photograph, at least for me, because by the time you're under them, you can't get the whole thing in frame anymore. I mean, you can clearly see through the thing, but it's so thick, this one. There you go, Kachina. We're gonna walk on under and see if we can poke our heads through the other side, maybe. Thread the needle. All right, man, I just decided. When you come here, you gotta thread the needle. You gotta go through it underneath it, or else it doesn't count. Oh man, that is a big one. All right, I heard an echo. I don't know if you heard it. See if I can make you hear it this time. Huge! I've heard better. I'm crossing over from the realm of sun to the realm of deep, deep shade. I broke on through to the other side. Oh my gosh, this is cool. I mean that in two ways. It is so cool because of the exquisite, delicious shade, and it's cool as an exclamation of deep satisfaction. All right, let's thread the needle. It's kind of like gleaming the cube, only better. There it is from the other side. I came all the way through. The needle has been threaded. Look at that. Yeah, that's right. I threaded the needle. I'm not sure if any of you guys watch Traveling Robert. He's another YouTuber that we really like, an inspiration for us. He does a lot of traveling, similar stuff to what we do in an RV. We love his channel. One thing that he does is he writes his own music to accompany his episodes. And I'm thinking I need to get into that business now. And my first song needs to be Threading the Needle. Threading the needle, gonna fly through it like an eagle. No. All right, never mind. All right, I feel like I adequately explored the area underneath Kachina Bridge. Right chair, look at that. So I'm gonna use that same trick from before that we learned at the first bridge. I'm gonna use the mystical energies in this area to teleport myself back up to the parking lot to save some time. What do you say? Whew, I'm back in my car. I've threaded 2 out of 3 needles. Oh yeah, I have. 2 out of 3. 1 more to go. I've been drinking water like a madman, but sometimes you gotta have the flavor. I haven't taken a sip yet. I wanted to save that for you. I have come for the last bridge, Owachomo Bridge. Okay, this says it's the easiest of the 3 bridges to view from underneath. Only 0.2 miles. Oh, I got that. Kind of like that this one's the easiest one. Kind of saved the easiest one for last, because I'll tell you what, that teleportation to get to the top, that's not easy. Takes a lot out of you. As with all these things, a really short paved trail to get to the overlook. And there it is, Owachomo Bridge. Not too far away. Looks further away than 0.2 miles. But after the last 2, I got this. All right, so it's the beginning of the trail down to Owachomo Bridge. So I think Owachomo is another Hopi word. I think it's that knob there. That's the Owachomo, I think. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna thread that needle. I'm gonna thread that needle so hard. All right, we're getting down there fast. No problem. Yeah, this one is the easiest. So if you wanna do one of these, this is the one if you don't like something too strenuous. Granted, you gotta go back up. You wanna bring water with you. I saw an older couple, didn't see them bringing any water. We'll see if they do okay on the way back up, but yeah. I'm already almost directly underneath it. That probably took me like 5-10 minutes at most to get to this point. And there's a little bit of shade down here. I mean, this bridge is skinny though too, so it doesn't create the most shade. Ah, yes, I've come through it all the way. And that is a nice view from this side. You know, I'm kind of embarrassed now. There are 2 people, they're still there, laying underneath the bridge, staring up at it in the shade. I didn't see that they were there. And here I am with the camera talking about like threading the needle real hard and all of that kind of talk. And they were like right there. And they didn't even blink an eye. They're just sitting there laying there. So I guess they're good sports, but man, if I heard somebody coming down there talking about threading the needle hard and they were behind me, I'd be looking behind my back. All right, I'm making my way back up the trail now. Not gonna teleport this time because it's too short of a trail to warrant doing that. And there are people down there and they can't see my secrets. Sorry if I disappointed you. All right, so that's that. We threaded all 3 needles, hiked to the bottom of each of the natural bridges today, and walked through each of them, and it was amazing. This park might actually be in my top 5 of all time, I think, at this point. This is a hidden gem almost. I mean, it's in the middle of nowhere, but yeah, I really want to come back sometime and camp in the campground when they reopen it. It's closed right now because of the pandemic. But if I can do that someday, what I'm gonna try to do is come back and hike. There's like a loop trail, I think, that goes, it threads all the needles from the bottom. So you just do a loop of them all. And that'll be my next goal, to come here. Now, as for you guys, you know, if you don't like to hike or you don't want to do those things, no problem. it's still a fantastic park, and the overlooks are really nice, and there's several overlooks, beautiful views. So if you're ever heading up, like maybe you're heading up to like the San Rafael Swell area or something, if you're passing through and can make a quick detour and you just want to tour the overlooks, you could probably get it done in an hour to 2 hours, I would think. Get a few photos, and it would be well worth it. But the way to truly experience it is to hike it. And it's kind of cool because it's a one-way road, and Sipapu is your first stop, and the hikes down start with the hardest, and then they get gradually easier, ending with Owachomo, which is a piece of cake. Granted, Sipapu is probably the least accessible trail of them all, I would say, for sure. You got ladders, really steep sections, but it's the most adventurous and fun trail, I would say. And then, yeah, if you really want to just do one, if that's all you got in you, Owachomo is probably your best bet. I'd say many folks can get that one done no problem and get down to the bottom. Wasn't difficult at all. But overall, this park is amazing, and I can't recommend it enough. If you ever can do this, do yourself a favor and get out here. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and find us on social media at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Threading the needle!